Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to Spotting Pros, and I will say this might be the final one because obviously we've been doing a lot of them recently. Again, did a bulk recording of them because I'm going away, but by the time this video comes out I should pretty much be home by now, so you should get, full gameplay videos of me actually playing the game again. But yeah, sorry about that. I just needed to make sure I'm recording guaranteed videos before the trip. Now today we're watching SKT1 Teddy again. I thought we'd revisit him because the last game he played Kale, which was cool to see, and we now kind of understand why it's a hard counter to Garen Yuumi. But I wanted to watch him play a traditional AD carry, and that means we can kind of compare it to the likes of, Doublelift, Uzi, Sneaky, the other AD carries that we've watched. So that was the idea. Now, the weird thing with this game is, I've said before, I'm not a big fan of Tristana mid in solo queue because, you need a team comp around it, which they definitely don't. But on the flip side, the red team has got a Lucian mid. So a little bit weirdness going on. It's a weird, maybe the counter to Tristana mid actually could be Lucian because in theory, he's more of a lane bully. But there is obviously an Ignite difference and Rune difference. Tristana's running Ignite and PTA. Lucian is running Teleport and Kleptomancy. So, not really sure. Oh, no, sorry. It's never mind. It is Lucian top and it's Victor mid. They swapped around. I don't think that Lucian's going to have a great time, if I'm honest. I'm just going to say that right now. From memory as well, because, other pros should be in this. He might be some type of pro, no FF15, potentially. But yeah, welcome to the lane. Varus Nautilus versus Ezreal thingy. Nice hook straight away. Alistair Q, damage coming through with the root attacks by Nautilus. But I will say, you guys probably be noticing in these pro spectates of games that are going quite well, Nautilus is very much coming back into, prime meta. Anyway, they're going for it. Wow, crazy aggression. Has level 1, does the Varus. The Alistair, I think, is dead, by the way. Oh, the heal actually misses the Nautilus. All he has to do is keep running because the Alistair will not be able to catch. Teleport by Ezreal coming through. Double kill. And this actually could be a dead Ezreal again, by the way. Nautilus will go down. Does hit level 2. Gets the W. And I believe this is another kill for Teddy. Unfortunately, Thingy takes that one. And by the way, I do think this is a duo queue that they're running. I will clarify if it is the SKT support for you guys, because I know you guys like to know, just in case. Right, what's his name? Cho. Let's see. Okay, maybe not. I will continue to look while these guys are just going back. So it doesn't look like it, because the support of SKT is Spreadwings. So his Effort, and his account is called Spreadwings, and obviously that's not Spreadwings, so I don't think this is duo, so yeah. Right, so great start for the Varus. I can also say this game is a average Grandmaster game, once again. So again, very high quality. But how's it going to go? So attack speed Varus does look like the build. When it comes to damage output, Ezreal versus attack speed Varus, vastly more damage Varus can actually output than an Ezreal. Ezreal's, if you want to say, advantage to a Varus, again, especially attack speed Varus, is the poke damage. Obviously, Varus does have a variant of poke with his Q. He also used to be able to do the lethality poke build, but generally, only the attack speed build is really being played nowadays. It's just I think it's mainly because the items of the attack speed build are so strong. Rage Blade, Wit's End, they're strong items. So you combine the strong items together, and that makes for a really strong build. Again, if he does go, all those items. All right, Alistair goes for a Hex Flash. Doesn't come off because of the range. Going for a Q, the Nautilus doesn't hit anything, but again, trying occasionally is worth it. Now, again, I see some. Meanwhile, Alistair engaged. I don't think this is a good idea, by the way. Now, it kind of seems to me that the Alistair and maybe the Ezreal is on a little bit of different wavelengths. Ezreal is, as many of you know, not really designed to win lane. He doesn't have a strong early game. His damage ramps up with items at scale, like Muramana. So it's a bit weird to see the Alistair wanting to go aggressive with an Ezreal. I don't think that's the greatest idea, because I truly believe, even though, Varus is also a scaling AD carry, I think the damage strength, especially if you look at the items right now, they should not be wanting to fight. And again, unless the jungler is literally in their lane, nice Q, I don't see it. Now, the Alistar was trying to get onto the other side of the Nautilus there. You can see there's another all-in. The jungler's around, though. Ezreal nearly goes down again. Furthermore, remember, this guy has not got heal for some reason. Again, I know people like it. I still think it's garbage in solo queue to run TP. You're just losing so much in actual strength of lane. If you don't have heal, it practically means, unless something has gone really wrong, nice snipe by Varus, you're going to lose every single all-in. And unless something crazy happens, you can't win an all-in when you don't have heal, if the enemy also has heal. So it's bizarre to me that people are still doing it. Like, if you have a Yuumi on your team, yeah, maybe, because she's taking the heal for you. But with an Alistar, I just don't see it. I really don't. Anyway, the game as a whole is going pretty good for Red Team, 5-0 right now, with a roughly 3,000 gold lead, just under. Top lane, I'm surprised as is going as well as it is. I think a Gragas, obviously, gank on the Vladimir did help the Lucian a bunch. You can also see he's gone Cull. He's just going for farm, because he probably knows this lane isn't probably good for me, so I'm just going to farm a bunch. Mid lane, does look like that's going very well for Victor, because the idea of the Tristana kind of cheese pick is to go all in. The PTA combining with Ignite and your Rocket Jump, it's a lot of damage by like level 3, level 4, hell, even level 2. And generally you want, as a Tristana mid, to kill things. So if a Tristana mid isn't killing anything, well then again, she's in the lane against champions that are designed to kill her. Mages are designed to kill AD carries, and she's against a Victor who just got buffed. So if he's having free farm, he's not getting killed, well, that's not eventually going to go probably very well for that Tristana. So we'll see how the game goes, but I wouldn't be surprised if Victor does end up with a kill pretty soon. Nautilus doing a bunch of trade damage there. Enemy team both half health already in the lane as they return. Ezreal nearly dead. Alistar engaging, which I think would actually kill him. Now Nautilus engaging. So yeah, another kill. To me, this is bizarre. So, again, split focus there by the bot lane. They definitely could have killed one person. Gragas in the area and Talia, we saw a glimpse of her on the minimap just now. Gragas going all in with Predator. Let's have a look what's going on. He does go for it, and Alistar will flash and survive. But this does lead to open tower pressure in the bot lane. So, I don't know. Again, is this because we're watching Teddy and he's playing well? Obviously, he's playing well. His farm is pretty much on point. He's made very few mistakes. He's getting engaged sometimes by the Alistar. But if I'm honest, he probably doesn't mind. Like, I know that sounds weird to some people. It's like, what do you mean it doesn't mind? Every time this Alistar engages, it's a negative for the Alistar. He's with a Ezreal that can't do the damage output, and then when the Alistar goes in, he gets CC'd by the Nautilus and nearly dies. So, yeah, Teddy right now is probably like, yeah, please engage on me. I am fine with this. Tristana does roam to mid lane, gets the kill, but Lucian does get a return kill as well, which is nice. He has to be careful now, though, that he's on his own, because, again, the safety, that was really weird. He just does a bunch of poke damage and actually nearly kills him. He actually most likely will come... No, remember, no heal. If he had heal, he could have survived that. Well, you know, he probably would have died later, but there's no survival. You don't have heal. That's why I feel it's so important. Unless, again... You're with a Yuumi, or maybe you're with a heal support. And I know Alistar technically has a heal, but it's not really. If he was with a Soraka, a Nami, then maybe. I just don't see it, especially with an Alistar. Nautilus going for a weird Hex Flash just to be annoying. Level 6 advantage for the red side. And yeah, so Bork is looking to be the first item. If people are asking why, I'd probably say mainly to kill the Alistar. Bork obviously is a great item in general. Sustain, attack speed, everything Varus wants. But if he wants to, the Alistar's aggressively fighting him, aggressively jumping on him, Bork is the thing that's going to just rip through an Alistar. So, yeah, it's a good idea to get. It's good for base stats. It's a nice item to start with. Lucian does go down to a gank in top lane. And there we go. Completed with more attack speed as well. I'd presume Rage Blade would be next. Because that really gives you your spike of damage, because obviously Varus has a few AP scalings. And by the way, with runes, he is running Lethal Tempo, Overheal, Bloodline, so a lot of sustain here with Coup de Grace. Then Inspiration, Magical Footwear, Biscuits for mana, and then he's running Attack Speed, Adaptive Damage, and Magic Resist. Most likely Magic Resist, because the enemy team is stupidly heavy Magic Resist. Magic damage, AD, but is she going to be coming bot lane that much? Probably not. And then Ezreal does hybrid damage, and Alistar does mainly AP damage. Yeah, his autos do AD, but yeah. Right, so Biom's lonesome. Nautilus is on his way back. Don't know where the enemy bot lane is. I presume the next move for Teddy right now will be wanting to take down the tower, especially before the plates disappear at 14 minutes. So here we go. We did have vision of Talia. She might be making her way. She does have ultimate, so they can cut off the enemy, and it looks like it's going to happen. Maybe. No, Talia is stopping to farm. And if I'm honest, I don't even know a 2v3 would go well for the blue team. If these guys on red team can coordinate and kill one target very fast, I honestly don't think a 2v3 would even work for the enemy. I think they're too squishy. But and Gragas is in the area. Engage happens. There's the Talia ultimate. He's going to flash. Nope, he's not flashing. He's holding. There's the ultimate re-engage. Gragas coming in, does get a kill. He's probably going to go down in the end. Ezreal doing a bit of damage. Tower's going to kill the Gragas, so it's a 1-for-1. But again, that was basically the most perfect fight the blue team could have hoped for. Alistar got the combo. Talia got the good ultimate. Ezreal had free damage, and they still only traded 1-for-1. So what I would say with Teddy's positioning, meanwhile, surprise actually, Victor does get killed in the 1v1 so far. What I will say is Teddy's positioning, I did say earlier, you know, he's probably happy with Alistar engaging on him. The later the game goes on, you know, Ezreal's now got Sheen. You do have to be careful. So the early game, I, you know, completely agree. He didn't mind getting engaged on because that was actually an advantage for his team. But now we're moving into the type of time of the game that he really needs to be careful of getting engaged by the Alistar. So tower go down. Now what you're seeing here is really, well, it's kind of greedy, but it's also smart. So you're letting the tower kill the cannon minion. So you're denying the cannon minion from the Ezreal just in case. And the tower, while you're not killing it, was killing a few more minions. That is what we call min-maxing. You're maximizing your gold by taking one more wave behind the tower. And you're minimizing the enemy's gold by getting the tower that's about to die, killing more minions so that the Ezreal can't get them. Min-maxing. So the Victor does get a kill on Alistar, who roamed all the way to top lane. Varus now with his Zeal. So that is something else. Runen probably. Runen or PD. Is now probably going to go to mid lane and be like, this is my lane now. And would he be able to take on the Tristana? He is 2 levels down, so I'm not sure. He does bait it, knew it was coming. Lands the ultimate. Tristana doing buttload of damage. Nearly goes down. I think he underestimated Tristana's damage there. But he will survive. If Tristana ignited him, he might have gone down because he didn't have heal. But, yeah. Again, Tristana does do a lot of damage. I love her as an AD carry. I just don't like her in the mid lane. Right, so the mid lane tower is being taken. Victor, I don't know if he should still be mid lane. Nice Q by Varus there. Victor could have gone an all-in. Ezreal in the area. Remember, Victor buffs means that his ultimate is a lot quicker and it now can go over terrain. It also now, it used to do only 3 ticks of the ultimate. It now does 6, but the damage is halved. But you have a higher chance, obviously, of hitting damage. And yeah, they're going for the towers. So they've got 30 seconds to get any more plates. Doesn't look like they're going to get many more. Nautilus chilling in topside. By the way, Lucian did go down. Again, we did say that isn't going to go well, most likely, for a Lucian versus a Vladimir. That, you know, Vladimir legit just one-shots every AD carry that he sees. All right, so Varus overstays. His tower also went down, which may be why, by the way, the Lucian did die. He might have just gone all in for the tower. He got the tower, but Vladimir killed him. It's possible. But yeah, now in the top side. Did they? Oh, no, the tower was already dead. So yeah, they only miss mid lane before the towers. Tristana's now bot lane. She will go and, you know, she'll kill that tower pretty quick. Varus basing and does pick up a Runen. Again, Runen, very good item when you're planning to group with your team, hit as many people as possible, and it does, I believe, you know, put active things on the enemy. So like his W will be his blight. I do think gets affected onto the 3 people he's attacking. I don't think it's just on the main target, and I think that's kind of why Runen is pretty good. But yeah, there you go. Bolts can critically right at the end. Bolts can critically strike and apply on-hit effects. His blight is an on-hit effect. Blade of the Ruined King, killing the percentage damage or whatever, the deal 8% of the target's current health, is a on-hit effect. So that's why it's very good. So Tristana will die, Alistair will die in, Lucian dying again, but that's worth it. Super Saiyan Ezreal's over there. Talia misses her W. Aggressive play coming out. Blows him up. Tower now nearly killing him. He's got to be careful. This actually could have been a bait. Lovely flash will go down in the end. Victor should pick up the kill. And there you go. So that Varus, by the way, who, just reminding you guys, isn't doing the lethality burst build. Just auto-attacked a bunch to get, I believe, 3 or 4 stacks of blight, whatever the maximum is. Used the WQ combo at Ezra at half health, and the Ezra went pop. Again, I know I've said it a couple times, but if that Ezra had heal, he'd be able to trade a lot more and maybe survive. But he doesn't. Lucian now looking, I guess, for a pick of some kind. Tristana in the area, obviously a lot stronger than the Lucian is. Bait happening. Wow, very aggressive. She hasn't jumped yet, or did... No, I think she might... Okay, no, that was actually a little jump that I saw. She went for the jump, and the Nautilus ultimate cancelled it. Ezreal going all in for the kill, but missing a bot load. This most likely will just be a survival for red team. Vladimir is also in the area here. They got to keep running. Wouldn't say this way. There's the Vladimir. And unless Vladimir, he doesn't have flash, so Lucian is most likely going to survive this. So there we go. Varus, while all this is happening, again, a key theme of all these pro matches is pros don't mess around. It's like, oh, there's something happening top lane. They're not going to go the whole way to top lane if there's farm available, weirdly. So yeah, like stuff happened top. He's like, I'm not coming. It's a waste of time for me to go. I'm farming mid, and then I'm going to farm bot lane. It's all... I can't stress it enough of how much farm these pros get. Because it's the basic concept of farm is guaranteed income. And that's what it's all about. You're trying to guarantee income to get strong. A dragon, if it's not guaranteed, is risky. A gank as a jungler is risky if it's not guaranteed. So when you're waiting around, here's the Tristana. So last time, remember, this was close. Not close anymore. She gets absolutely destroyed. But yeah, that shows how powerful Varus is at the moment, by the way. Not sure if he's seen any Worlds play, but I wouldn't be surprised. His weakness, obviously, is his lack of mobility. But if you have something like a Nautilus with him, that Nautilus literally stands in front of him, it kind of helps with the weakness. But yeah, it's all about guaranteeing, basically. And that's also why you do not see, at least in high rating or pro play, junglers sitting in bushes for more than 10 seconds. It just doesn't happen. You're not making any gold sitting in a bush. But yeah, in low ratings, hell, even in Diamond, you do see that. You do see people just chilling in a bush. So here, look at this. The Varus is out sustaining the Vladimir because of his healing with Blade of the Ruined King, Vampiric Scepter, and remember, in his runes that we went over, he did opt for Overheal and Bloodline. So this is a lot. This is basically attack speed Varus, but focusing a lot on sustain, on lifesteal. That's kind of the idea, I guess, with this build. It seems very, very strong. You can clearly see the damage output is crazy. So yeah, impressive. So talking about his performance, Teddy himself, again, we haven't really spoken about it too much this game. We wanted to watch him play a standard AD carry so we could compare it to Doublelift, Uzi, Sneaky. What do I say? Again, we're only just watching hit or miss games there. This to me is just very similar to Uzi, if I had to say, a AD carry. Both are all about farm, more so than Sneaky was, I think. And Doublelift is very close. Hard to tell the difference, but you can tell a little bit. Or at least I could in these games. But yeah, I'd say Varus, from the games that we've watched, and that is the point to make, because I'm sure there's a Sneaky game out there that if I watched it, I go, oh wow, he's amazing. Or if a Doublelift game, and remember, I'm a massive Doublelift fan, I'm sure there's a game out there that's like, holy Jesus Christ, he did incredible. But the games that we're watching, and we can compare, yeah, Uzi and Teddy seem pretty similar. Does miss position, I guess a little bit of cockiness. Alistair was tankier than he thought, and he will get killed in the end. Which again, there were a couple of mistakes happening from both Uzi and Doublelift as well. Weird Nautilus Q. Vladimir going all in. Don't think he's strong enough at the moment in this game to one-shot the AD carries. Victor does a flank play with his ultimate W and will do a bunch of damage. The ultimate's on the Tristana. She's going to run away and get killed in the end. But yeah, that's the summary. Very clean. Prioritizes farm over everything. Then prioritizes damage. Objectives also are nice. But farm is the #1 thing. Farm and positioning and kills are a bonus. So, and you know, the kills come because he's just playing really well. That's the point. He's not going for kills. The kills are coming to him because the enemy team feels pressured. Oh god, we have to do something because this Varus is getting big. They do something. The enemy makes a mistake. He goes off their mistake. And also in lane, like all the good AD carries, it's very rarely them making the play. It's more the Nautilus making stuff happen and he reacts off that. That's generally how good AD carries play, but obviously that does require a good support. But obviously being Grandmaster on EU West, you would expect generally a good support, you know, especially a Nautilus. Generally the tankier supports are doing better on average at the moment, at least in solo queue. Presume a little snipe there with his E actually gets the kill on the Alistair. And yeah, very impressive, very few mistakes. He also now, by the way, has completed a Bloodthirster. So yes, this game, if we had to summarize it, is attack speed Varus, but sustain focused. He's got 2 items that have lifesteal on it. You know, that's a bit more than normal. His runes, he's got 2 runes that are focused on healing. And well, like overheal means that you have a shield when you're lifestealing above being 100% health. And then he's also got Bloodline, which is a lifestealing thing. So he's all about having sustain, which is, I don't know, a bit unique. But obviously, Bork you always buy for sustain, but you normally don't buy a Bloodthirster. That's not something that I've really seen. So yeah, if he got hit by that W, so this is good positioning. He is getting hit by the tower a bit there, but if he got hit there, he was definitely dead. Did dodge it, which is nice. And yeah, they are looking to end up the game pretty soon. Damage is going to come out. How many could he kill? He's going to kill the Vladimir. None anymore. No, does kill the Trist as well to the side. So he's going to probably finish the game. 12, 2, and 4. I doubt he's going to get any more kills. Nearly does. Ezreal will get a shutdown on Lucian, but mainly the God Tower. He's going to go back and buy. No, he's not. They're going to probably end the game. And yeah, very impressive. Very few mistakes. 1 or 2, if any. Amazing farming ability. Maximizing your damage. And once again, look at this. He is, you know, he's going to get 1 more kill. Give this game. Look at the damage, dude. He's going for it. Does get killed at the end of the game. So 13-3-4, which he didn't need to do. Buys himself... I saw a QSS Scimitar there, by the way, but then sells it. So he bought a Moramel Mortis at the end. But yeah, very impressive. Made these Grandmaster bot lane look a little bit bad, is, you know, the word saying. And just very clean. You know, as I was about to say, give this game another 5 minutes and he would have been 100 farm over this Ezreal. A Grandmaster player, I guess. I'll actually literally check. And it's not BMing the Grandmaster or whatever Ezreal player. It's just making a point. So yeah, a Grandmaster Ezreal player on a US 53% win rate, about 700 games. Like, crazy, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed, though. If you did, throw a like on it. And just to say, everybody, if you have enjoyed these Spotting Pro episodes, please let me know. Again, I know you've been getting a lot of them recently. Again, I said at the beginning of the episode, it's because I was preparing for this trip. Now, by the time this video comes back, I should be back either today or tomorrow, whatever. And we will be back doing full game commentaries on the main account, the Smurf account, Iron to Diamond, finishing that, and also getting the leveling account done. Yeah, again, wonderful. I do love this content. And yeah, I just hope that you guys did too. Like, subscribe, comment down below. See you guys next time. Peace.